Welcome back, everybody. We are again above Frontera Grill this week in the Frontera Test Kitchen, and Rick, we have a special guest.
We
she
do.
is Beverly Kim
Yes.
from Parachute Restaurant here in Chicago.
Which unfortunately I can't go to because I work Tuesday through Saturday.
Oh,
the same
no.
night
We're talking about a special
We'll
figure something
special.
out. Yeah.
No, I've
night
tasted your
for
food
you,
before,
yes.
but not unfortunately at Parachute.
And for folks who don't know, what is Parachute?
It's just like a neighborhood restaurant in Avondale neighborhood, but it's Korean American inspired.
So that might influence your challenge today.
A little bit.
The ingredient challenge is Brussels sprouts.
That's right.
Yay, one of my least favorite. I like them fried.
Oh, yeah. So they
Everyone
don't
loves it
taste like
fried.
Brussels sprouts.
Yeah. So this will be interesting. So what,
Should deep fry my shoe in your pocket, okay?
so what are the rules, Rick?
Okay, the rules are for all of our folks that are listening and those that are watching on our YouTube channel, the 15 minutes, see two chefs cook something that we could cook for dinner.
And we begin now, 15
Okay.
minutes.
All
Okay.
right.
So, Beverly, what are your 5 extra
There we go.
ingredients?
Grabbing.
What are your 5 extra, Beverly?
I did fish sauce, Thai chili, garlic, lime juice, palm sugar,
Oh my gosh.
and I
just
noticed.
came back from Thailand and it sounds like something I ate over there.
Yeah, I feel like it's pretty common ingredients to use in Thai food, Vietnamese food.
Yeah.
But it tastes different every time you make it, you know,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Rick's got a mandolin over here, so what are your 5?
Yeah, well, I got the one that we use the most as chefs, and this is the inexpensive Japanese mandolin. I like it a lot. You have to be careful because you can actually cut yourself. It doesn't have a guard, but it's an inexpensive one, and I think that every kitchen should have one because it really works fabulously.
I should point out, if you're listening to us on our podcast on iTunes, you can watch this entire competition on our YouTube channel, The Feed Podcast. But if you're watching the video, please also listen to the podcast on iTunes. So
That's
this is so what are your 5 ingredients besides Brussels sprouts? What do you have?
Okay, I am going to make chicken tacos with a Brussels sprout slaw. So I'm not actually going to cook the Brussels sprouts, and I'm going to add mayonnaise and pickled jalapenos and some chopped cilantro, and then I've got tortillas and obviously the chicken to go in with that.
And are you not roasting because we only have 15 minutes to put the whole thing together?
It'd be a little hard to do it, I think, in
Yeah.
that amount of
Yeah.
time.
Okay, so you've just put your shredded raw into a large bowl.
That's correct, and now I'm going to scoop in some mayonnaise.
A healthy amount of mayonnaise.
Well, just the right amount to make it a creamy slaw.
Okay.
And then the flavoring for this one is going to be pickled jalapenos in a can. Now, I'm calling it one ingredient because it's one can, okay?
Yes.
But the cool thing about pickled jalapenos is that they come with carrots and with some onions in the can, and so I get a chance to use those too. So
Yeah, so
Okay.
now what are you doing over there? You're peeling garlic?
Yeah, I'm peeling garlic. So since I didn't know that could be one
I should
ingredient.
have told you that, I guess, huh?
I was, typically like garlic and shallots, but over shallots I picked garlic because I feel like that would be
Yeah.
kind of, the more dominant flavor.
So using a paring knife, you just did you smash them a little bit to kind of loosen the skins? Or what?
I just cut it open. You can smash it a little bit. That does make it easier,
Okay.
especially with the really, really fresh garlic. I'm always really aware of older garlic that has that green sprout in the middle. It makes it bitter. And
I think it's hard to digest too.
yeah, and it gives you the burps.
Without a doubt, without a doubt.
Rick added his pickled, looks like jalapeno.
Okay, well, what I did
carrot.
first was to cut those pickled jalapenos into thin slices and then cut up the carrots into little matchstick-like things to go in with this slaw. And I grabbed a little bit of the onion to mix in there as well.
Okay.
And then just mixing all that together. Now, we don't count salt as one of our ingredients here,
Right.
so I'm going to season it with salt.
Beverly, she's got her head down. She is so focused on doing a mince of that garlic. Look at how focused and concentrated she is. I hope you're watching this on our YouTube channel. So you're pulling out some some Thai chilies.
Yes.
And a very fine
Very fine.
dice. Yeah, just really finely chopping those. So Rick, you've got last night's rotisserie chicken that you got from the store, it looks
That's
like.
correct. Yeah,
And
it's
you're
that kind of thing. It works really well with that. Any kind of cooked chicken you can make into a chicken salad taco, I think.
I do like the idea that you're reusing this. It's like I would see that in my refrigerator for sure, leftover chicken. You just took the skin off, you kind of hand shredded the meat. Everything's about the same size, looks like in this bowl.
Yeah. Well, the idea here is to get a mixture that will kind of hold together. And the last ingredient that I'm going to put in here is a little bit of chopped cilantro.
Ooh, cilantro?
Yes.
Can I use some too?
Oh, well,
Would that be your
Since
sixth
you're
ingredient?
wait, yeah, right. Well, it's not.
If you're nice.
Well, okay. Let's just say that you saw it here, and therefore you used it. And
Can you
so
eat a
I
little
was
bit
eyeing
you
that. I
figured
said,
that.
oh, if he'd be so gracious. Maybe
Yes,
you could share.
please.
He might be. I think he will be. No,
I'm going to be very.
What are you chopping up over there? What is that?
I've got palm sugar.
Okay.
Oh, I
which
love
you
palm
can
sugar.
get, from Thai grocery stores or Vietnamese stores, but also you can use regular sugar if you can't have it.
But why do you like palm sugar?
It has a little bit more complexity to it.
Way
It's,
more, I think. But so, would you use regular sugar, or would you use like brown sugar?
You could
Yeah.
use white or brown sugar. I guess I've tried with white sugar and it's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, brown sugar is more similar to palm sugar.
Yeah.
I want to point out to the folks watching on our YouTube channel on the Feed Podcast, you're going to note that both chefs are working so clean. I noticed every time you finish, and it's like you don't even think about it, but you're both so good about cleaning your work surface. A really good habit for people at home to be in. You'll also see Rick's got a new haircut. So check us out. Rick is sporting a new hairstyle. So
of course.
for big fans, you want to check that out too. So you just added some fish sauce, Beverly, to your palm sugar?
Yes, I have red boat fish sauce, which is actually sort of like extra virgin olive oil is the first press of fish sauce.
I've seen a lot of this red boat
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
But you can also
Is that your
use,
favorite? Is that your favorite one, the red boat?
Honestly, I like combinations. I actually use combinations. Like in my kimchi, I use the Thai
Tipperos or
Tipperos squid
Yeah.
one. I like the Tipperos one.
Yep.
And we use that at Red Light a lot too for Thai curries. And then I like, which is a little bit more pungent than the 3 crab, which is the Vietnamese.
5-6 minutes to go. Okay.
5, 6. Oh, right.
All right. You feeling ready to cook a little bit? Okay. So you're going to heat up your skillet.
Yeah, so I'm gonna warm up the Tipperos fish sauce so that the sugar gets evenly melted. It's about like equal parts fish sauce to sugar. So.
Okay.
Oh,
and
really?
then-
That much
Yeah.
sugar to fish sauce?
Yes, and I'm gonna finish it off with fresh lime juice.
So that's beautifully Thai. That's like your tart and your salty and your sweet and your tart right there. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Big limes. Cutting those in half. It looks like.
Yes. I'm just gonna squeeze this in right now.
You're going to squeeze them. You don't need to have you're going to get the seeds out by yourself.
Yeah, there's hardly any seeds in limes, I noticed, so
Okay.
it goes straight in there. With
Rick's
lemon
at-
juice, I usually put a strainer on top to catch the seeds.
Rick was adding a few more pickled jalapenos.
Yeah, I decided that after I tasted it, it didn't have quite enough spice for me. And I'm also going to use a little bit of the canning liquid, the
Okay.
thing that's called escabeche. And it has a little bit of oil in it, and obviously vinegar, and then some some herbs that are in that canning liquid. And so just to add a little bit more tartness to it.
And what were you doing in the microwave?
The tortillas.
Okay.
So I have some tortillas. I wrap them in a barely damp paper towel, put them into a plastic bag, fold it over but don't seal it, and 1 minute in the microwave, and then let them sit 1 minute, and that will give you some really beautifully steamy hot corn tortillas.
4 minutes to go. Beverly now is working furiously on the stove. She's got her large skillet. What's going in that one with your safflower oil?
So I'm just gonna make an even layer of Brussels sprouts onto a preheated saute pan. The reason why is the flat surface area going down is gonna achieve the most caramelization. And that's enough caramelization to once it's nice and brown, you wanna, that's gonna finish off the cooking.
Okay. So
But you start off with the Brussels sprouts first.
You're being a little meticulous, and you are putting the flat side down first. You're not just dumping them all in.
Exactly.
Okay.
I think it's really wonderful when you do that flat side down and you get it really brown, then that flavor goes through the whole Brussels sprout.
Exactly.
So
It's a little bit lighter than frying the whole Brussels sprouts, but it does achieve that caramelization.
I can't wait to eat this.
Oh, I'm so
This,
excited.
this,
I can even try yours,
looks
too.
and smells so good.
I think Beverly might have spent a lot of time maybe mincing the garlic. She might be regretting that now. What do you think? Are you okay? You think you feel okay? You have 3
I
minutes
feel
to go?
okay because the garlic you want to add at the very last, because it's finely minced. It'll only take 30 seconds to cook.
2 minutes to go.
2 minutes to go.
My,
Okay.
how time has flown. So you're in your small skillet up there. You're just heating up the palm sugar and the fish sauce, yeah?
Yes,
Okay.
and the palm sugar and fish sauce is so it can combine. I'm tasting it.
You gonna make it? I think, yeah?
Yeah, I think it's
okay,
really
we're
good.
close, all right.
Yeah.
She's a Top Chef veteran.
She's a Top Chef
Yeah,
veteran,
I wait till the last minute. I'm one of those that like, you know, people are like, oh my God, is she gonna make it? Is she gonna make it? Like, they're like so scared for me. Okay.
Oh,
How
Beverly,
many
you got
more
about a minute
minutes?
left.
My thing just turned off.
A
Now
minute
I'm
left.
getting
Uh-oh,
really.
They're sabotaging the stove over there. We have to extend the
And
time.
go home. Well, you know, I didn't want to like, I started off on a high heat and then I turned it down low. Once they're brown, I'm gonna add the garlic and chilies.
Okay.
All right, and then I'm gonna add the non-prick sauce.
And non-prick sauce is just the chili fish sauce
Yeah.
With the
sugar, palm sugar. So this
I'm
is,
making this today.
I'm
going
gonna
to make
too.
this.
Yeah, that's a great dish. So she just wants a little bit of cilantro to go for her.
And a little cilantro, which
Yeah.
I'm gonna chop right now.
Okay.
While that's cooking. Once it's washed, you can chop it with the stems on it too.
Yep.
I like the flavor of that. And just, instead of like really mashing it, really sharp knife, just like one time through.
Okay.
So you get the fresh herb flavor. Oh my God. How many minutes, how many seconds?
It's kind of like right
kind
there.
of right there.
Are you serious?
We're not.
I need a timer. I need to like see a timer. All
should
right.
get
So it's been
better
a while since
editor
Top Chef,
plate.
okay?
It's all right. I know. You normally have more time at the office. It's okay. There you go. Yeah, we just want to be able to see it.
That is so beautiful.
looks great.
And it smells so good.
So the key is you didn't overcook it, right?
Stressed
You caramelized one side, but you didn't overcook them. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a balance of not overcooking it and
So nice.
obliterating it,
Looks
but
great.
having the caramelization. And I was just concerned about, with the timing, like not to under caramelize it either.
Right.
So I'm going to give it enough
Well,
time.
perfect timing. We are done, and that's the last one. And I think we should taste Beverly's first, yeah?
Let's do it.
Okay, let's do
Here's
it. Thank
a
you for
fork.
the fork. Okay.
I'll grab
It
the...
looks great, by the way. I
It
love
does.
the colors.
It smells
It
so
smells
good. I
great.
keep saying that, but I have to say, that is... You've tasted it?
It's just like really quickly.
A lot of crunch, a lot of texture
Actually,
there.
those Brussels sprouts are perfectly cooked.
They are. They are.
The nice thing about it is that they have that brown, and then the other side is bright green.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
slight amount of heat,
Yeah.
not very much. I can taste the fish sauce for sure, but again, balance from the palm sugar. This is a really well balanced
Beautiful,
side.
beautiful thing.
Beverly, very nicely done.
Thank you.
Gorgeous.
Delicious.
Okay,
Okay.
here are little
Tacos.
tacos.
All right. These are-
Chicken tacos with our Brussels sprout slaw. About the same amount of spiciness, I think.
Okay. A little cilantro on top.
Yep. So you'll have to tell me if you...
So good.
Some people may think it's odd to have a cool filling in a taco, but in the Yucatan Peninsula, they do all their tacos that way.
So I like, again, there's a texture there. It's creaminess, and I can taste the jalapeno.
Yep.
Very assertive. But I think in terms of a Brussels sprout challenge, I can taste more Brussels sprout with her side.
Yeah,
This is a nice use of it.
These aren't cooked.
Right. But they're nice. But
But you could use the Napa cabbage, and you
You could
wouldn't
use it.
notice that much
you're
different.
right. You're right.
It's very, I like the use of Brussels sprouts like a slaw too, like
Totally.
like a Napa slaw. But yeah, this one's very, very straightforward.
Honestly, I mean, a side dish for Beverly, and yours is the main, right?
Yeah.
With the tacos, I would do a little Brussels sprout dinner. Very nice.
Good stuff.
Beverly
Good
Kim.
stuff.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
I
so
like
much
how
for
we're so
coming.
different too. Like it's cold and then hot because there's
Yeah.
so many ways to do it too.
Absolutely.
All right, so everybody's going to go check out Parachute in Avondale in Chicago.
Avondale,
What's your address?
3500 North Elston.
Fantastic. For folks who want to watch the entire competition, go to our YouTube channel, The Feed Podcast. Thanks so much.